Hi crafters, it's Karen, and this is a video response for Amadore and his 500 Subbie challenge giveaway. So congratulations, Amadore, on that milestone. It's no wonder that you've reached that milestone. If you haven't visited Amadore's channel, I'm going to leave the link to his giveaway challenge video below. But if you haven't visited Amadore's channel yet, I strongly advise you to do so. He is very inspiring. His videos, I mean, he's just a joy to watch and to listen to. And his projects are amazing and impeccable. I mean, just very inspiring. So, yeah. So anyway, for the challenge, I decided to play with my Prima Dolls, and I created this Prima Doll tag. I tried to use my altered fork, you know, to stand the tag up on the fork, but because the tag is so tall, I would have to be too far away to get it all in one shot. So anyway, the base for the tag is one of the Prima Doll tags itself that I received a few of these from Wanda. She's Boxy Belle here on YouTube. Thank you so much, Wanda. So that's what I use for the base of my tag. And to stamp out my doll, this is the doll that I used. And to stamp her out, I used the Prima Ledger paper. And then, you know, obviously fussy cut her out, and I paper pieced her. The papers that I used are from this Cane Company Wild Raspberry 8x8 stack, and it's just a bunch of fun colors and patterns. It has a youthful feel to it, so I wanted to use that. And so what I did was I layered paper from the paper stack here. I distressed all the papers with, I believe, walnut distress ink in my Prima distressing tool. Thank you, Wanda. And then I layered with this vintage music paper on top of it. I used my Grandma's doily, mini doily template to create, you know, with my modeling paste to create this texture here. I just love that template. That's a very cool stencil. So after I did that, I started working with my doll. I colored her hair and her shoes with my distress markers, Tim Holtz. I paper pieced her dress or her skirt, and what I did was I added dimension to her skirt. Like, here's the doll. And then I stamped it again, and I cut out this portion of the skirt and this portion of the skirt, and I put those two pieces up on pop dots just for a little bit more dimension on the skirt. The whole doll is on dimensionals there, but then I just raised up, you know, to add dimension to that skirt. And then I used this vintage pink lace that I got from Lisa, George Lisa here on YouTube, and really soft vintage lace for the bottom there. I used this pearl trim to act like a little belt for the skirt. I put a little piece of that, you know, that plastic kind of flower trim that you can get. I put a little one in her hair. Behind her, I used some of these Recollections canvas flowers, and what I did was I took one of the petals, I cut it in half, and I just layered them and stuck them behind her. They look like these flowers, and I stuck them behind her, and then I took this flower here and put it on, layered it on top. Then for down here, I took some of this lace, and I cut the different sections up and, you know, kind of created a base or a doily or whatever. And then I fussy cut, you can't see it, but it's in there, I fussy cut a flower from the paper collection and laid that down, and then layered these recollection flowers on top. This curly, I think it's a gardenia, I'm not sure. It looks like this. And then these two other like little organza flowers from Recollections over here. And then I took this beaded trim and I tucked it underneath the flower, and I you know, took my butterfly from the Martha Stewart Butterfly Punch. I layered it and then stuck it there so it looked like, I don't know, the trail for the butterfly coming off. I just thought it was a sweet little touch. I used the stamp that I just got at the expo from Rubbernecker. It says, "Embrace the goddess within." I just love that sentiment, and I thought it suited this tag. I thought it suited her really well. This is one of the doilies from Julie, the paper bag lady, and I had just cut it in half. And then I used this rosette is from Gisela Lavish Laces, and I cut it in half, and I layered it on top. And then when I was using my heat tool, I kind of spritzed it in the middle here to make the middle more, I don't know, more defined, I guess. And I just thought it came out really sweet. And then I added, I crinkled the seam binding and the different laces. And then I added a brown seam binding bow and a little laced bow, and I added another butterfly here and a little butterfly on her skirt. I just thought it came out really sweet, just, you know, girly, you know what I mean? Just youthful and girly. So there you go. Thank you, Amadore, for celebrating your milestone with this challenge giveaway. It's a very, it's a generous giveaway, and thank you, Gisela, for, you know, sponsoring it. So thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.